Yeah, literally, I tried to start this video and I dropped my my camera, my EOS R5, my big mirrorless camera, and I'm like, oh, I was being a little too careless. I'm not sure if the filter that I had on was like this before, but there's definitely a new dent slash scratch on it. But it is what it is. We're gonna continue moving forward. Hopefully my camera is okay. It's not the first time that I've dropped it, I'm not gonna lie, but it's been a while since the last time I dropped it. Anyways, today we got something from Amazon. It's an atomizer. There's 3 inside actually, and they're for traveling. Basically, if you have a bunch of fragrances like this, like these are, you're gonna be able to take them on even like through the carry-on, because they're less than 3.4 fluid ounces or 100 milliliters. So it does pass, but at times, like if you're on a trip for 2 weeks, even a month, you're not gonna need like the big bottle of fragrance. So this is where an atomizer comes in. I've had a couple. There's one, my very first one that I bought, and I've made a TikTok slash like short form video on it, and it's great. I love it, but the atomizer part has sort of started to like not work anymore. So it doesn't spray very finely. It's more like it's starting to become a stream. So then there's another 3-pack that I bought, which was super cheap, like $4 for 3, and I thought it would be okay, but it started to like leak whenever I bring them on an airplane. So thankfully it came in their own like little bags. It is what it is, $4. This one is a little bit more expensive. It's not, it's still cheap. It's like $10 for a 3-pack. Hopefully this one will do better. If not, I will probably invest in a more expensive atomizer, because I'm pretty sick and tired of having my fragrances leak on me. But this looks pretty good. I'll leave a link in the description. You can find this on Amazon. As you can see, I got 3 in black, which is probably going to be hard to tell which is which. I probably should have gotten different colors. You can choose which colors you want, by the way. So I got 3 different colors, or sorry, three different. I got 3 of the same colors. That's what I meant to say. These feel pretty nice. They're weighty, and then it also comes with a few extra things that help you with transferring your fragrance to the atomizers. I don't know why I blinked out there, but I'm gonna try to get a thumbnail for the end of the video. But if you're wondering what my 3 main scents are right now, sorry if I butcher any of these names. These are the ones that I have. These are the ones that I like. This is my main one. No gatekeeping here. This is Mancera Sidrat Boise. I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. But this is my most used fragrance, and I have used a pretty decent amount. I also wasted a pretty decent amount because I like to transfer this to atomizer. So about half the bottle's gone, and I have a couple of the Labo fragrances that I don't really use that often, as you can see, or as much. One of them is Rose 31. The other one is Lavend 31. I don't even know if it's Lavend or Lavende. I don't know if it's a Rose or Rose. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and try one out. So this is the first one. Pretty nice so far. Ugh. How do we, is it twist off or? Oh, it's like a twisty, and then you. This part in the middle seems to spin freely. I'm not sure how you're supposed to. Never mind, I figured it out. Okay, I'm glad I didn't break it there. I'm not sure if all of these are like that, where the center is like free spinning. Yeah, it looks like it is. Anyways, what I like about these, I believe these are glass. I probably should have done more research, but someone else recommended these, so I decided to buy them. You unscrew this off, and you should be able to just use the tools to transfer your fragrances. So, love that smell. It's more on like the sweeter, fruitier scent. That's the kind of scents that I really like personally. What I saw that was different with these So this one doesn't have like that little thing on the bottom where you just sort of press the fragrance into the bottle or the atomizer and then it fills it up. I usually go for those ones, but if I think about it, like if I'm at home refilling, I wouldn't really need that feature anyways, unless I buy a new fragrance and end up just like transferring it there. But if that were the case, I probably would be bringing this. This is not too much of a hassle to bring anyways. So this is something that you would use. So you put this on top, and I believe you could just start transferring. There's also a funnel here if you really wanted to, which probably is a good idea. I'm probably going to use the funnel. But, okay, it's clicked onto place, and we're going to try to squeeze. This is very difficult to do on camera, but I'm going to try to do it anyways. There is something wrong with my personal squeezer, whatever this is called. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Oh, that just squeezed a lot out. That was not the best thing. Maybe I could tilt it a little bit. It is like firing the fragrance into the atomizer. Yeah, so this isn't any problem with the product itself. This is after like a bunch of squeezes and pumps with this bottle itself. It is working though. It's like firing the fragrance into the bottle, but as you can see, it is filling up. So we're chilling there. My hand does smell like the fragrance now though, which I don't really mind at all. I think I could just fire it straight into there. Okay. Yeah, it's not like going up all the way after every squeeze, which is kind of annoying. And I'm not sure if you're like supposed to wash this or rinse this after every use, especially if you don't want your fragrances to mix. This is very tedious. Again, it's not the product's fault at all. It is because of the fragrance and probably how many times I've just used the little pump mechanism. But we are getting a pretty decent amount of it filled up. It's just going to take a little bit longer. I figured out the strat. Minimize your movements, and this is probably the most efficient that I'm going to be able to get it. We're almost there. A couple more sprays. So it's almost filled up. If I spill this bottle, I'm going to be so sad. But we're going to twist that on top. There we go. We've got the atomizer. I feel like this is sort of a waste of space, but like it gives it a nice look because it is on the thicker side. I feel like they could have minimized this a little bit more, but we're gonna go ahead and try and see how it sprays. Okay, that's pretty good. Ah, I love that smell. We're gonna try one more bottle and see how it goes from there. Again, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like drain this out or whatever. Maybe I could just like dab the fragrance onto my wrist. Okay, I think that got the majority of it out. So if it does happen to mix just a little bit, I don't really mind at all. Maybe I'll label the inside parts just so that I can differentiate. It'll look cleaner on the outside and it'll be like, okay, this is the whatever this is. I should separate them before I do so. Anyways, let's do this one. I'm sorry if this is boring you. This is very fun for me. There we go. As you can see, that is a whole lot better of a process, and it's going by a lot quicker. I'm putting all of my trust into these at the moment just because I'm loading this up with fragrance. Hopefully they last. If not, I could probably just transfer them over. It's not too big of a deal into the next atomizer. So that was a lot quicker of a process. Just twist that on. Try out the atomizer. Nice. Beautiful. So then after that we just remove that and then just snap it back on. Good to go. That is a decent amount of the fragrance just gone. Are you bored yet? I got a couple of, what are these called? Labels printed out. They're not the best, but they're quick and easy. So we're gonna do that. Gonna load them up. So we got, I really hope I labeled them correctly. If not, it's whatever. So this first one is done. As you can see, got it labeled. Make sure it's stuck on really well. Slides in. Perfect. Probably even better now because there's a little bit of extra material just adding friction. And then Sidrat. It almost got cut off, but we're good. We're chilling. As long as we know what it is, right? I probably should have put it closer to the top now that I think about it, just so that I don't have to like, what is this again? I could have just like done it like that. Whatever. I think I could still unstick it. Yeah. Okay. We're chilling. We're chilling. Put them on the top. Beautiful. I'll do the same with this one. Beautiful. Boom. Nice. Now, very clean and very minimal atomizers. I've done 2. Probably don't need to do the 3rd one on camera, but that's pretty much it for this video. There's also this little accessory if you have like, I guess, a fragrance where you're able to open the top and just be like, this is probably the fastest way if you're able to do that. And then there's this. There's also this. I think it's a little cover, premium cover for just one of them. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I really do recommend this set, but it is going to take a little bit more time, a little bit more traveling for me to tell if they're actually worth the money, because if they don't leak, then I recommend these 100% after they go through like elevation changes, of course. Anyways, links in the description. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.